Ruler School is brought to you by Happy Little Hug Factory and these amazing patrons. Extra special thank you to guest lecturer patrons Brody Harris and Lance Albertson. Thank you for your support. Enjoy the video.
Hey there everyone, DMO73 here, bringing you the deck list for the Shaela Storm Aggro that Josh designed and piloted last week. Sorry for the delay. This is a pretty interesting take on Shaela. Its whole focus is just to be as aggressive as possible, using Thunderstorm way more than it does Rain. It barely ever uses the Rain effect, but we'll go ahead and jump right in. So obviously Shaela on the front, whether it's Rain on your turn, you can pay 0 to either gain an electricity counter or then remove an electricity counter, and if you remove one, the weather becomes Thunderstorm. She can tap to search for weather change Rain. This deck doesn't use that, so that's irrelevant. Energizes for blue, and then Judgments for 3. Flips over into a 10-12. The weather is permanently Rain, and she can pay 0 to make the weather Thunderstorm at any point in time. And then she also draws a card when she enters the field, which is great. And then you get that god art of being able to destroy something and then rest everything else. So, really solid effect. Obviously you have to watch out for Lowrite, but like the god art itself is pretty strong. And magic stones, we play 4 Shoal Coral Stone to be able to banish to make it rain if we need to, and then 6 Water Stone. Going into the main deck, we play 4 Soaked Panda. This card becomes, if it's Thunderstorming, becomes a 7/5 for 1, which is pretty aggressive, which is a lot of damage very quickly. And you see having 5 defense as a 1-drop is super solid, and then if the weather is Rain, it's a 5/5. So it's a 1-drop 5/5 on your turn, which even by itself is just good, and then it can become a 7/5 when you make a Thunderstorm, so it gets a lot of damage there. Magic Electric Warrior, we gain that ability to rest stuff when it attacks, and the free mobilize when you make it Thunderstorm is pretty solid, especially since it's a big stat line for a small body. So it's a 2-drop 8/8 that, it's very easy to activate, get moving. The mobilize itself is blue, sure, but also just making it Thunderstorm immediately turns this guy on, and suddenly you have this very aggressive guy that also taps something down when it swings, and that sets up for being able to create openings in your opponent's defense to be able to go through to their face or remove something that you want to get rid of on the field. Tap it down and then swing something else into it. 2 Silent Mermaid to be able to kind of protect yourself on your turn, to make sure your plays go uninterrupted. 4 Raiju, because if it's Thunderstorming, this is a 1-drop 6/6 with Swiftness. That's a lot of aggression. Lightning Waterfowl, 3-drop 8/8. If you have Thunderstorm, it gains Swiftness and Barrier. So this is just a solid free 8 damage in the air, which can be very annoying to have to deal with. If they don't have any flyers, the fact that it comes in with Barrier, it's not like a trigger or anything. You just make it Thunderstorm in advance, play the Lightning Waterfowl, swing in for 8 damage. That's a lot. 4 Mega Thunderfish, because suddenly you have a 3-drop 10/10 with Swiftness as long as the weather's Thunderstorm. That, if they do manage to destroy it, you get to return the Resonator they control back to their hand. So you get to do some nice board control there as well. Couple Giga Thunderfish. I believe he was playing these because he also plays some Thunderfish in the sideboard. But Giga Thunderfish can pull out a Mega Thunderfish, and then also, you have this ability to be able to potentially tap down your opponent's entire board and then keep it locked there forever. 3 Lightning Cave, because it's a really easy way to get Thunderstorm online. At the same time, it also makes Lightning Waterfowl much better, because if they're not playing blue, they can't possibly have any flyers, whereas Lightning Waterfowl still gets to fly, and you can just chip away at your opponent's life very quickly. Shaela's Return as some removal. Kisa's Call, because we need to be able to stop some activate abilities if possible. Optional Possession, to be able to once again give some of our own stuff a buff and give it flying. When you have Lightning Cave, then it just is free damage, essentially says this thing is unblockable. Pathway Part for some more heavy duty removal, because it again only costs 1 blue. And then 2 Thunderwave for some removal that also doubles his draw power. So there you guys have it. The whole point of this deck is just to go fast, make Thunderstorm as much as possible, and just swing in and get aggressive, keeping your opponent's board cleared with the bounce spells or tapped down with things like Giga Thunderfish or Magic Electric Warrior, and then suddenly, you know, 5 turns in, they're dead. So let me know what you guys think. Huge thanks to Josh for piloting this list. Definitely a lot of fun. Shaela still has a lot of fun things that you can do with her. So if you haven't ever tried her, definitely give this list a shot and see what it's like for yourself. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, this is DMO73 signing off.